Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my usual weekly technical analysis outlook videos in which I will comment on what I think will happen to some FX crosses and equities. As always, before I begin, I want to clarify that this is not a solicitation or recommendation to enter into long or short positions in the names that I will mention in this video, nor do I have existing positions in them. This is not financial advice, and if you're using this content as a guide to trade, you are doing so at your own risk. Alright, let's start. These are the names that I have covered in past videos, and I will do a quick review on each of them. I will also be ceasing coverage on several names as well. Do check them out towards the end of this video. I've put in timestamps, so please use them to skip to the names that interest you. In the video on the 5th of April, I noted that the DXY, the dollar index, completed a head and shoulders top and is technically bearish. The textbook target is at 96.22 and dollar index has since tumbled. I want to reiterate that chart patterns occur in three phases. After this completion phase, I expect DXY to soon enter the correction phase, which can bring price action back to around the neckline before going into the bearish resumption phase targeting the textbook target. On 5th of April, I noted the completion of a head and shoulders bottom in euro-dollar and that it has turned technically bullish. The rally over here was strong and easily broke through the resistance at 112.02 but failed to test the next resistance at 114.84. I expect euro-dollar to soon enter into the correction phase, during which price action could decline to around the neckline around 1.0955 before resuming the upside, and the textbook target resulting from this head and shoulders bottom is around 117.07. Something new is developing in Nissin Foods, so I have to tweak the narrative a bit. In the video on the 8th of March, I said to stay bearish in Nissin Foods because the head and shoulders top has a textbook target at 2,539.5. Now, Nissin reached a low of 2,866.5 on the 7th of April, which is around 75.5% of the textbook target. I consider this bearish pattern to be a success. Switching over to the daily chart, Nissin may be forming a double bottom, a bullish pattern. A close above the neckline at 3,251 will complete this bullish pattern that has a textbook target at 3,591. Now, at 3,591, Nissin would still be below the resistance of 3,640 that can reject it lower to resume its decline. In any case, I'm happy to cease coverage on Nissin's bearish pattern and focus on the bullish pattern. In the video on the 8th of March, I reiterated the formation of a head and shoulders top in Shell. This view remains valid, but after recent price action development, I have to adjust the second shoulder over here to here. Now, Shell has completed this bearish pattern last week over here, and now I'm technically bearish on Shell. The textbook target of this head and shoulders top is at 1,820.2. In the video on the 6th of April, I said that dollar Swiss completed a head and shoulders top with a textbook target at 0.8309. But first, there should be a corrective rebound. There is a slight inaccuracy here. Dollar Swiss did not rebound but fell sharply to reach this textbook target on the 10th of April. This is not a common occurrence because there wasn't even a corrective phase. In any case, the target is fully met and I will now cease coverage on dollar Swiss. I will now cease coverage on Roche Holding. In the last video on the 17th of March, I said that I wouldn't be surprised to see Roche fall because it is common to get a correction phase first before resuming the upside. Now, Roche indeed fell, but in this fall, it has invalidated its bullish pattern after falling below 423. I will now cease coverage on Lonza Group. It failed to follow up with this bullish pattern after falling below 505.69. Lastly, I will cease coverage on Swiss yen. The symmetrical triangle I noted on the 17th of February failed to perform. There was completion, but there was a lack of follow-through, and Swiss yen invalidated this bearish pattern last week with a strong rally over here. That's the end of my sharing. I will give updates to these crosses and names only when there are meaningful development, and in the next video, it will highly likely be on new crosses and new names. If you like what I'm doing, please help me out by giving me a like, please subscribe and hit the notification button for more videos like this.